Good afternoon, it's Southwell today. The new Tapita surface opens. I've done some tips. I've handicapped the races, flat racing guru today. Also, we've got some guest tips that's for USA tonight. I've done a few different ones that I know well. Right, race one. Right, I thought it was an opening race, and I've done the figures. The number 2, 10, 7 and 9, and well, all of those trainers would like to win the first race. It'll go down in history. And all of those trainers, both Appleby's will obviously Appleby. And there's another one there, Mr. Dixon, who's got a big price one. I wouldn't rule him out of this as well. And also, when you look at it, figs, it's got back class. What is it called? I think it's Kitten. Is it in that race? I think it is. I think it's Kitten. Something Kitten. I'm not looking at the race at the moment. Well, anyway, don't rule out Dixon, because I rated all his well in the handicap, and he's prepped. I noticed he's been prepping a couple of them on the Wolverhampton track. Especially the 5 furlong horse and the next Marnie James, who I've tipped. He's been prepping that at Wolves today, and he's got another horse in that also likes to, pace, and he might use that as a front runner in the race too. And he's just bought that one, the one at the right at the bottom. Because Marnie James is normally a front runner that pulls hard, and on the Tapita you can't make it all the way. You've got to be a really good class horse to make it all the way. I know the good class maidens that can run all the way to the line from the wire to wire, but these are high class horses as well. This race, so maybe they can do the wire to wire. But it's really hard on Tapita, because it really taxes the muscles at the end of the race on the Tapita. It's really like a good turf track where you get finishers at the end of the race, and they come through the bit more staying power. But I did thought his other one that he's just bought he could set that alight, and make it into the front run, and then Marnie James could track that one instead of using all its power. But Marnie James does get good figures. That's the thing. I got him on 111 and 113 last time out, and that would win this race. Another one was Rose Hip, did 112 on Polytrack, but on Tapita she's only done 108. So it can be transformed. Lithu, I think he likes a turn in track. Zorzini, he has a chance as well. He's a turf horse, but I think he'll go on this no bother at all. But I just have a suspicion feeling Marnie James will run a crack at the day, at a big price. Who's like Jagger? He's been running at Brighton, and them Brighton horses do, the switchback tracks, Brighton, Goodwood, Salisbury, and places like that. They do. Bath is another one. They do. Like running on these all weather, and the trainer is a real dab hand at transferring the form to the all weather. Nobody knows how this track's going to play, because it's his first ever day. So that's the thing with this track. We'll all be watching, intently how the track's behaving and everything. So, but I suspect it's just going to be a bit like Wolverhampton, with a turn in the street. The 5 furlong straight are going to be like Newcastle 5 furlong. That's what I suspect. Because they do race on the 5 furlong straight still at Southwell. I'm hoping they do, because it's down on the track. The map of the track. They've still got the 5 furlong straight track at the Southwell. So let's see. I did like that number 6 Regal's M as well in the race too. So I'll just let you read this through yourselves instead of me talking, because it just takes long and I've got things to do. I'm uploading USA tips now at the moment, so just read through this. Other one I wanted to mention was that Rockfire. I think he might have had a problem. He's got a really good pedigree. He shouldn't be running like this lowly. And he's 5 to 1, 6 to 1 for Gosden. I think he could have had problems, niggling problems, anything like that. No, they just couldn't get him fit in time. They ran them 2 races and he was probably 50-60% fit. I don't know, I'm guessing, but when you get pedigrees like this and they're under pump like this, they either, duds, or they just haven't been able to train them properly. So, they can surprise you. That's how they can surprise you, when the trainer can get a good work program into them. He's probably been on the second or third, the third string out, going on to the Newmarket Gallop, and, he's probably been in the third group right at the back. And the trainers forget them. They're not there, so they haven't been trained, they just get forget about because they've got that many horses. They just got, and they're just going through the motions at the back of the groups. And now when in the winter, they might have targeted him for the winter campaign. As he might have been, they put him in the first group in the winter campaign, and he's been training much better. That's how it works, you see. So a lot of people think, they look at the form and they think, oh no, that's, I always advise you in these races to have a look at the pedigrees, and just wonder why it hasn't been run into its pedigree more. Because horses that just, all the horses, to me, they copy the mother, the grandmother or the granddam, and the stallion, they'll put that bit extra class into them. But they'll either copy the mother, the grandmother, the great grandmother, or the granddam, so the sire of the all his daughters, sort of thing. They'll look. I mean, it's best to look at the horse and they'll see if it looks like any of the parents. If a horse looks like its parents, it's more likely to be one of them parents or grandparents or great-grandparents down the line. So that's what I do in the bloodstock. So just have a look at that Rockfire and see if it does anything today. I'm guessing it's probably fitter for the winter campaign. So in my race 10 is that course. It's 33-1, and I think it's got a good chance at that price. And we've taken the two favourites out. Coaster's got a good chance. Obviously, that Wineglass Bay and the Charlie Appleby horses, the two favourites. But Coaster 33-1, it's not a bad bet at 4 or 5 places on the each way market. And I'm doing the we'll go with the USC. I've done